Hey YouTube, MrRampro here, and we'll give you a little update video. Right here, you see the three Victorinox Swiss Army knives that we've added the G10 handles to. The epoxy is drying now. It's a 5-minute epoxy, but I wanted to wait just 24 hours, let it completely cure, so that way there's no question whatsoever. We've got a yellow, a blue, and a pink. And here you can see the Becker Remora again. The only reason I'm showing this again is because we're letting the epoxy dry, and we're on a couple of these we're also letting the epoxy and glow powder dry. We've added a couple of glow dots to these. We have 2 blue on the yellow and 2 blue on the blue, and then 3 blue on the Becker Remora. Now we're going to let them completely cure, and then we'll come back when we're sanding, sand it flush to start with, and then we'll contour around it. They're fairly deep. I would say they're about 3/4 of the way through the G10. They're not all the way through. Just got to drill and hit it in a couple places. This will just kind of give us a little bit more customization and just a little bit more was out of frame there. A little bit more talking points and stuff like that when it comes to showing off to your buddies and all that. So I think this yellow is going to be pretty sweet, especially with that blue glow. And this is invisible day glow, so during the day you won't see it, but you add a little bit of light to it. You've seen these videos too that some of these other guys have done, and they definitely have more of that skill and have done it a little bit more than I have. But some of this glow stuff, you've really got to let it charge for a while. And I've done a couple of mods that I'll have to show you guys that you can charge it for even 10 minutes, and the sucker will last maybe an hour or two. So it really doesn't last as long as everybody proclaims that it does. I've heard a lot of people say that you can leave it on the nightstand overnight and it'll work. Well, I've done a light and I left it charged for 30 minutes, and I'll show you guys the video, and we'll definitely see how it diminishes down. And the mixing ratios are done with 5-minute epoxy, and unless there's something else out there that you can mix it with to get it a little better, I don't know. But I don't think it glows quite as long as everybody says it does, but it is a cool feature nonetheless. Sorry to get off on that little rant, but definitely something kind of neat, you know, something different. This pink will look pretty cool, I think, when it's done. I'm going to try to experiment with some different texturing, too. You can kind of see. Let's see if we can get a little bit of that light there. You can kind of see some of the texturing on that one. We'll have to go back through and sand these flush and then repolish on the Remora. And we also are going to have to do a Kydex sheath. So I'll probably go ahead and do another how-to video on that also, just because it's good to know, and I encourage people, you know, customizing and modding things themselves, especially with this easy way. You just trim the G10, put a 5-minute epoxy on it, and you're good to go. So this is stuff you can do in an apartment. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have a shop. All you need is a Dremel tool and some patience, and you're good to go. So you guys be good. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on part 3. Thanks, guys.